All right, welcome to another episode of the Racing Year Podcast. I'm your host, the Racing Year Podcast guy, Trent Barr. Just got back from the CSRG Autumn-Tacular Season Finale at Thunder Hill Raceway in Willows, California, and had a good time. Got to do something new where I just walked around with my iPhone and just started talking to people and got some sounds of the stuff going on at the track and also some stuff of people talking about things and struggling with getting their cars to fire a certain way. And so it was really good. You know, some good, it was great meeting new people, and it was cool to just walk around with an iPhone because I was able to simplify kind of how I gather footage, and I was able to just, email it to myself, and then I can just edit it that way. So this episode is just about, walking around the paddock, talking to people about their cars and what they mean to them and all this stuff they deal with and all this other stuff. So there's going to be some sounds, there's going to be some talking of people and some on-course racing action that takes place in this episode. So anyway, thank you so much for listening. This is the Racing Year Podcast, and this was Saturday at Thunder Hill Raceway in Willows, California at the 2023 CSRG Season Finale, which I call the Autumn-Tacular. So it's a cool event, and it's a really laid-back event that is the last event of the year on the CSRG schedule. So it was really cool to go and meet some new people and had a great dinner at the end of the day. So thanks to all the folks that stopped to talk to me about their cars and what they mean to them and all that stuff and how they were doing. I took some pictures, made some videos and all that other stuff. So it was really kind of fun. It was a fun day to be out there at the racetrack. So, all right, folks, thanks for listening. This is the Racing Year Podcast Radio Network. So I just noticed this is audio. What kind of car is this?
It's a 1962 Elva Mark 6 sports racer.
Okay. And I mean, is everything going okay for it, or are you just setting it up?
We weren't happy with the braking, so we've just been going through and checking the bias and bleeding brakes and that sort of thing. Cool. See if we can get the brakes a little better. But otherwise, running great.
All right, good. What's your name? Where are you from?
Paul Adams, and I live in Crested Butte, Colorado.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day. Hey, Trent.
Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what's your name? Are you a Formula 4 driver?
Yeah, I'm Tom Duncan.
Duncan.
Club Ford number 27, the yellow one over there.
Oh, that one. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I've been around for 35 seasons.
35 seasons?
Yep.
So how you doing this weekend?
Well, I'm kind of battling a neck injury.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the lateral cheese are a problem.
Okay.
And it's caused a weakness in the left side of my left arm, and getting in and out of cars and bitch. So it's very distracting, which is not a good thing to happen. So I don't feel like I'm fully up to speed, but I'm having a decent enough time. So I'll just keep doing what I can do.
All right, that's good.
Pretty much that's the way racing works. So let's see what he's
offering technical support as well. And we're down in the carburetor. Wow.
Squirting fuel. Yeah, it's squirting fine. Yeah, squirting here. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'm with Brian Forster, and he's with his Formula Ford car. How's it going this weekend?
Had a misfire and a tire that went flat during qualifying.
Jesus.
Other than that, it's going great.
Going great. But you're able to, know what's going on? You're trying to address it?
Well, they're both being mysteries, so we're going to start changing some things and hope it, the miss we had before. Anyway, we're going to change some things and hope it works.
All right, good. So, well, hey, we'll see you on the track. Thank you so much.
All right, well, we're here to have fun, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. What's your name?
I'm Trent.
Trent.
I do the Racing Year Podcast.
Okay.
And I do videos and stuff. I've met you a couple times.
Yeah, your face is familiar.
I'm a Partridge Family fan, too.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that usually means I get an interview somewhere along the line.
Oh, well,
Kind of used to it. I've done it.
Yeah. Well, have a great time. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right.
So I'm with a gentleman here that has a Formula Vee racing car, and so what's the story on this one?
So this is a 1970 Leech. I call it a Leech because I copied a commercial design called a Lynx. I built it for driver school in 1970, raced it for a couple of years and sold it. And then in 1998, when I decided to go vintage racing, I bought it back. And I've been vintage racing it since 1998.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And what was your name again?
Slim Pepperdine.
Slim Pepperdine. I remember that one.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Monterey.
Monterey. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love seeing this, and
It's a great little car.
you don't see Formula V's very much. They're more prevalent back in the Midwest, right?
Midwest, back east, they have 30 car fields. I have no idea why vintage Formula V's aren't more popular here on the West Coast. When I started running this one in 1998, we had 18, 20 car fields, and they've just all aged out, died, gone away. I don't know, but it's the cheapest way you can get into vintage racing and the most fun.
Yeah.
More speed than most people think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks a lot.
You're
I hope
welcome.
to hear it soon. I love the Volkswagen engine. So.
I'm letting that person drive it this afternoon.
Okay.
She's pretty inexperienced, and she's going to run it in Group 1, and then I'll run it in Group 2.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Take care.
Yep.
Well, I'm with a lady that was driving a Formula Ford. How was it?
It was incredible. This car handles beautifully. I was having some trouble with the shifting because it's a new car to me, but ultimately I'm hooked and I want to buy one now.
Oh, wow. You normally drive a Miata, right?
Yeah, that's my normal driver, and then I got to drive the Formula Vee earlier too, which is also an awesome car.
Cool.
So I got
So-
a lot on my plate.
That's cool. What was your name again?
Cynthia.
Cynthia, and your dad is a Miata guy?
Porsche.
Porsche. Okay.
Yeah, he's out now. He's retired, and so I'm trying to live on the legacy of the Torps.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your
Yeah,
weekend.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thanks. So I've never seen this one. Is this a Huffaker project?
You know, that's a very good explanation. It is a Huffaker project. It has been since 2014.
Wow.
When they bought it at the conclusion of the 2014 U.S. National Championship in Laguna Seca, that this car beat the Huffaker car, and they said, we can't have it out there. So they purchased it. And then went in the rental pool for the next 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
And then I finally bought it off them in 2020.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's a MGB. It's
It's an MG Midget.
MG Midget, right?
And it started out life with the Sereno family out of Tennessee, Oklahoma area. 1992, I think, is when it was built. And this car is a former national champion in 92 and 93 from the two senior Serenos. And then Nigel, the younger son, won the last time in 2014 at Laguna Seca as an F production car. So it's gone from F production GTL and now it stands as an H production limited preparation car.
Awesome. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Bill O'Kell. I'm from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. A.
Oh, 8. There you go. And that's above Vancouver, right? I've been to Bouchard Gardens once.
Oh, well, thank you for doing that, because Butcher Gardens is on my home turf. That's in Victoria on Vancouver Island. But Victoria, believe it or not, is actually about 60 to 70 miles south of Vancouver. It's actually parallel with Seattle is really where it is. Yeah, we dip into the U.S. border. So that's why I still say things like and then A.
Okay, all right. Well, great meeting you. Thank you so much for it. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you, yeah. Well, it's kind of cool because, as a 69-year-old race car driver, I normally run this in the U.S. Majors Tour, but the vintage folks have been inviting me to come and take part in this, so it's been kind of cool. So I ran the Midget Challenge in Portland in September and then have been invited to run down here. So it's not a fully vintage legal car, but it's a full SCCA H production car, limited prep with vintage tires. So that's what they're doing. They're bending the rules to allow me to run. So I'm really happy. I'm on the pole for this afternoon's race. So we'll see how well we do.
Yeah, and going up against Scott Brown, is he a threat for you?
Well, yes and no. Scott's part of the Huffaker group here, which is great, but he's in a different class. We're going to be we're in the same race, but there's going to do a split start. So we will with the midget and Austin Healy group is going to be at the back. So I think there's 10 of us, but it's about a 20-car race. So Scott and Ed and Matt, they're all up front. in the first race, and then we'll start 30 or 40 seconds later in the second race. So we'll have our own group here.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much, and we'll see you at the dinner tonight.
Hey, you're very welcome, man.
Thanks
Take
a
care.
lot.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. So, just wanted to say hello. You're changing the brakes on the old Boom Boom, huh?
I am. Boom Boom always needs brakes.
Yeah, yeah. So, how's it going this weekend?
Great. It's a really beautiful weekend up here with CSRG and our big season finale.
Yeah.
Pretty good turnout. All the real true enthusiasts are here.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's a good group.
All right. Well, great seeing you. Thanks
Good
a lot.
seeing you. All right, take
Thanks,
care.
man.
All right, be well.
See ya. Take care. So we came across the owner of a beach race car. What kind of a beach race car is this?
This is a 1967 Beach Mark 4B2.
Yeah.
And built in Clearwater, Florida. It's, I think, about the third to the last car that was made by Gene Beach.
Okay.
He built a total of 20 sports racers. His main line of business was in Formula Fords, I believe.
Okay. So how's it going for you out on the track this weekend?
It's going good. Having a little bit of shifting issues. I'm kind of new to a Hewland gearbox, so I struggle a bit at times. But and I'm in a fast group. I'm out there with a Formula Ford, so I'm watching my mirrors more than the road.
Okay, okay. So, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Carl Kraus. I'm from Sonora, California.
Oh, so you know Dennis Losher then?
I do know Dennis, yes.
All right. Cool. Well, hey, have a great time out there. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
So I'm with the owner of this Lotus. What is the actual name of it?
So the street version of these cars are called Lotus Elites. The race version, of which they made a small number, are called Lotus 14s. So this is a Lotus 14.
Nice, nice. Now I noticed it's right-hand drive, so it's straight from the motherland.
It's straight from the motherland, yes, a right-hand drive car. It's just as easy to drive as any other car. It just takes getting used to.
Okay, now the gas pedal is still on the right?
Yes.
Okay.
Gas pedal's on the right, and the shift pattern is the same as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen this before. Are you the original? How long have you had this?
So it's a wonderful story, actually. I started racing in the late 70s, early 80s. And I had a car in the same class, a French car called the Deutsche Bonnet, very rare car. Wow. And the gentleman that owned this car and one or two of the other fellows, who were probably in their 30s at the time, said, hey, just follow us. We'll show you the lines. Yeah, yeah. And the driver of this car is very fast and extremely knowledgeable. He knows more about these cars, Lotus Elites, Lotus 14s, than anybody alive. And I got out of racing at around 1990, and just a fan. I have 4 kids that I raced to adulthood with my wife, and got back in. Yeah. So we started looking for a car like this, an original Lotus 14 race car. Yeah. He said, I found one, and I came to his garage, and I didn't see anything but his cars. Yeah. And I said, which one, where is the car you found? Yeah. And he said, I'm going to sell you mine.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that a great story?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Cool.
So I've known this car since the 70s.
Oh, man.
But am now the happy steward since, I think, 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I remember seeing it, there was the right side 95, and then the left side 95 was a different thing.
Yeah. So
like different decal or something?
There was a time where I was going to strip everything and repaint the car. Yeah. And then I thought, you know what? It's a race car.
Yeah.
So I started stripping it, and then we decided we're not going to strip it. So we made a decal. It's a slightly different color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a race car.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys' cars are perfect.
Yeah.
Not mine.
I know. Yeah.
The engine's perfect. The tranny's perfect.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Steven Mavromichalis. I live in Marin County, Northern California, Bay Area.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's mine too.
That one's yours. All right. Tell me about the convertible.
So that is a 1964 Elva Courier. Elvas like these were designed by British engineers who had been mostly aeronautic engineers during the war. And then after the war, they were used to going fast or designing things that went fast. This was designed on a steel frame mostly British off-the-shelf components. So it's got MG, it's got Triumph.
Right.
The engine's out of an MGB. And this particular car has been built by the godfather of MG engine building, a gentleman named Kent Prather out of Kansas. And this is my shakedown.
Right.
I've had the car for about a year. It was supposed to be race ready when I bought it. It wasn't. So we worked on it for a year, and it was a shakedown for me. But the car runs great, so I've just decided to enter both. Beautiful car. Okay. They're really fun. And, you know, this is the 100-year anniversary of the MG, so I thought I got to bring it out.
Right. So when you say shakedown, is that just like practice runs with it?
Yeah, you know, when you first put everything back together again, you don't want to endanger yourself, but especially don't want to endanger other people.
Exactly.
So Friday, you know, everybody's kind of testing their cars. Yeah. So we tested it, and it's running beautifully, and I feel comfortable in it. Yeah. So we entered this in Group 2, and we've entered this in Group 1. Yeah. And they're both great groups. I think they're the most interesting because they're very eclectic. Yeah. So having a good time. Tell me your name.
I'm Trent. I do the Racing Year podcast.
Oh, that's great, Trent.
The Racing Year on YouTube. I make historic car racing videos.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Your last name again? Mavro
Michalis. It means Black Michael in Greek.
Wow, it's Greek.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, Trent.
I'm a big fat Greek wedding fan too.
Are you?
My wife's Egyptian.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You got that going on.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
All right, it's my
God
pleasure.
bless you. Thanks. So I'm with Ed Lauber of the CSRG and also Formula Ford fame. How you doing this weekend?
I'm doing well. We're happy to be out here at Thunder Hill in beautiful Willows, California, doing our thing with fellow racers. So
are you president of the CSRG now?
I'm vice president. I leave the presidential duties to somebody else, but it's nice to be involved with the board and be able to help and give back to the group. It's a great organization, and supports vintage racing and gets us out here to have a good time. So.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the Formula Ford stuff. Are you driving cars this weekend?
I'm not this weekend. I'm kind of here doing my CSRG duties, but my car's a little under the weather, but we'll get it back in shape over the winter and back out next year. So,
Okay. Well, I think I've seen you drive historic Formula One cars as well. Is that true?
I haven't done Formula One. I've done Formula Atlantic, but my brother's done Formula One, and through his ownership of a couple Atlantic cars, I've been able to run those. So it's a blast. So.
All right, cool. Thanks for your time. Appreciate
pleasure,
it.
Man.
Thank you
for coming out.
All right, take care. So I see you're driving a Lotus 7. Is that correct?
Yep.
So how is it having all that agility in a car under you?
It's the greatest car. It's just the most wonderful car to drive on a racetrack because it's constantly moving around, but it's telling you exactly what it's doing, and it's really easy to control at its rather modest limits, but it's just fun.
Beautiful. So what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Robert Davis. I'm from Northwest Florida, a little town called Seaside, and I have a summer home in San Francisco.
Okay, great. Thanks for your time.
Sure.
Appreciate great seeing you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So I'm with I'm with a gentleman that knows about alphas. So what are you trying to tell me about alphas?
Well, the shield of the Alfa Romeo logo is a cross, a red cross in a white field with what appears to be a human figure being in the mouth of a snake. And so translated from the Italian, it's, Jesus Christ, the cost of these parts are eating me alive.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.